If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am not for others, what am I? And if not now, when? Digicel is a company of strength and integrity. Having launched in 2001, Digicel is privileged to have provided Jamaicans with a wide choice of affordable mobile products and services. We also firmly believe in giving back. That's why the Digicel Foundation was established in 2004 and is fully supported by staff.
The foundation is directly responsible for the allocation of resources into various different projects. But what is unique about the Digicel Foundation is that it is actually managed day to day by the staff. So it is the staff, irrespective of which department they're in, that actually makes up the board of directors. And it is the staff who will decide where money are allocated. The directors or managers of the company, corporate operational managers, have absolutely no influence in the allocation of the resources from the foundation. And I think that's fairly unusual for a foundation within the Jamaican context.
Jamaica's present and future depends on how we move forward as a nation. So the foundation's objective is to build community spirit in Jamaica by supporting educational, social, national, and cultural projects.
The work of the foundation focuses on communities. We invite communities across Jamaica to come to us with their proposals, with their needs, with their particular requests. And the areas in which we invite that request is education, social or cultural entities.
The groundwork for educational development starts in the home, with family. However, the basic school level is very important to enhancing the social development of children and reinforcing norms and values that will help them for many years to come. The Digicel Foundation has contributed to the building and refurbishing of several basic schools across the island.
One of the things that we will be looking at going forward is how do we help the teaching process itself in the early childhood education. So we won't just be looking at, the infrastructure alone. We will also be looking at how do we train the teachers going forward. How will you ensure that the children coming out at the end of the school year are better equipped to go into the primary schools? Because that will result eventually in better passes in your GSATs, better passes in your CXCs.
The project actually builds the community, it brings people out, it gets them to know each other, it gets them to know us as a company, Digicel Foundation. And working hand in hand with the community actually allows for there to be the real Jamaican hospitality that we've read about in the books or heard from our grandparents.
Just about 2 miles southeast of Jamaica's former capital, Spanish Town, lies the community of Lake Spen. With a population of approximately 700 residents, the area mirrors some of the most highlighted problems in Jamaican society, such as unemployment, crime, and inadequate water supply.
The foundation started in 2004. The first project was a basic school at Lake Spen in a troubled area of Spanish Town. And it really came out of investigations that the steering committee did with setting up the foundation for Digicel.
We were approached by JC because we have to look at those who have the experience in working with community-based projects, and JCF was one of our partners in the earlier stages. And they presented this project to us and say, this school, Lakeside Basic School, is in state of need.
When we got there, it was a very despondent community. The school itself was cramped. The parents who had children at that school really weren't happy with the way they were being educated, mainly because of the facilities. The teachers themselves were very devoted and trying their best, but it was cramped, it was hot, it was three classes crowded into one room.
The sick bay was right there where the class was. The stove was right there where the class was. Everything was happening right there where the class was.
There was no play area for the children, no playing equipment. And the capacity, I don't think it was that good because it was just one enclosure. We didn't have an office.
The population of the school had dwindled, and when I spoke with parents, it have to do with the heat, and around the back was very hot.
And so we said, listen, anything that the Digicel Foundation is going to do, we really want to do it well. And so the community provided the land through the parish council, was donated, and the school was built in 6 weeks, record time of 6 weeks.
Lakespan residents were very grateful for the basic school project and with heartfelt actions made their contributions in one way or another.
When the work started, not even the fence don't put up. The work was well insured, everybody was BI, place well secure and everything.
Well, we have to give thanks to Digicel, because of one of the greatest contributions right now for the community and the environment.
As a matter of fact, when they open up, they give them everything. They give them stove, fridge, give them a brand new water pump to pump water.
I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. And even when it was putting up, I said to one teacher that, you sure is we going over there, So the feeling was overwhelming.
The move to this location was very good. And all of us, we enjoy being here. And we thank Digicel so much.
It does a lot for the community. I must say, people who never think of sending their student to the Lakespan Basic School are now reconsidering that previous statement. People are now coming in.
We went from students numbering 44 up to just over 100. Simply because you expanded the facilities, you made it that much better. It was much more attractive for the parents to take their children there.
The project was completed with a donation of $12.9 million, and the doors of the new Lakespan Basic School finally opened on November 10, 2004. Lakespan Basic School is now what it should be, a clear representation of an institution for learning. Coming from the humble beginnings of a room at the back of a church, the new learning facility will provide a healthy environment for developing the young minds of this community and create an atmosphere of progress and achievement.
Digicel, we are glad that you have chosen our community for your pilot project, and we appreciate what you have done for us, and we will cherish this and preserve it and procure it.
In its early years, the Way Tabernacle Educational Institute was once housed in the community church. It was a challenge for the teachers as they faced the task of having to pack up at the end of the week to facilitate church service on Sundays. 11 million Jamaican dollars from the purse of the Digicel Foundation brought to life the new Way Tabernacle Educational Institute, which houses a 4-classroom facility, proper classroom furniture, play area, bathrooms, kitchen, and a sick bay. The school will not only serve children ages 3 to 6, but will also see adults attending evening classes at the facility. The new basic school now serves as a symbol of progress in what was once a violence-plagued community.